At 9 o'clock on a Friday night, Gerald Crawford bent down to pick up 4 crumpled dollars from the dorm floor. That was how much his dignity was worth. $1 to carry a laptop downstairs. $3 to buy a bottle of water and run another errand for the boys next door. The blonde guy who tossed the money at him laughed like Gerald was less than human. If you throw him $1, he said loudly, he'd probably eat dirt for it. The hallway erupted in laughter. Gerald's face burned, but he still picked up the money. Because $4 meant dinner. $4 meant he would not have to go to bed hungry again. That was what poverty had reduced him to, measuring humiliation in steamed buns and bottled water. His roommates hated seeing it happen, but Gerald always brushed them off. They offered him money all the time, but he never took it. Pity was just another way of making a poor man feel small, and Gerald had already had enough of that. He wanted to be treated like a normal student. Instead, he was the campus joke. The worst of them all was Danny Zanders. Danny was rich, handsome, popular, and cruel enough to enjoy using all of it against people like Gerald. That night, he stopped Gerald in the corridor and handed him a small box. "My friend is waiting for this in the East Grove," Danny said casually, slipping him $10. "Take it there." Gerald didn't think twice. People were always sending him around campus to do things they were too lazy to do themselves. He grabbed the box, delivered the laptop, bought the water, and headed to the Grove. The East Grove was where couples went when they didn't want to be seen. The moment Gerald stepped between the trees, he froze. A girl was sitting on a bench with a rich boy's arm wrapped around her waist. Moonlight hit her face. Javier, his ex-girlfriend. It had only been 3 days since she dumped him. 3 days since she'd told him she needed space, time, and freedom. 3 days since Gerald had gone to sleep wondering what he had done wrong. Now she was here, curled up beside Yuri Lowell, one of Danny's rich friends, smiling like Gerald had never mattered. The box slipped from Gerald's hands and hit the ground. Both of them turned. Xavier's expression changed, first shock, then embarrassment, then annoyance. But Yuri simply laughed. "Damn," he said, looking down at the box. "Danny really knows how to entertain himself. I asked him to send me this, but I never thought he'd send you." That was when Gerald understood. This had all been arranged. Danny had sent him here on purpose. Not for the box, not for the errand. To make him see this. To make sure he watched the girl he still loved sitting in another man's arms. "Xavier," Gerald said hoarsely, "this is why you broke up with me." Her face hardened instantly. "Who do you think you are?" she snapped. "I already broke up with you. I can be with whoever I want."